What's happening, YouTube? This is going to be my Watchmen season finale episode 9 review. Careful for spoilers if you haven't seen it. I'm very pleased with this show. I think they did a great job, and this is coming from someone who never watched the comic book. I just recently seen the movie, and that gave me more context of what was going on in the series. Highly recommend you guys check it out. If you're finding me for the first time, please subscribe to the channel and be sure to turn on the notifications so when I drop videos, you get them. And follow me on all my social media links just in the event I'm not on YouTube. This episode was all about Lady Trieu, and in this episode, you got a chance to see Lady Trieu's origin story. You got a chance to see her mom, who was a maid for Ozymandias, and how she went in there and took out his sperm because he said in this episode that he doesn't fondle with women. Well, the mother went in there, took his sperm and injected into her body, right up her vagina. And later on in the episode, during 2008, you see the daughter pops up at Ozymandias' stronghold in Antarctica, basically telling him, look, you know, I'm your daughter. I have a plan to get the powers of Dr. Manhattan, and I want your help. And Ozymandias, being the complete a-hole that he is, basically tells her, girl, look, my parents had everything. They passed it down. I gave away my wealth. I started from nothing to show people I can become something, and that's what you're gonna have to do. And so they go through that. She reveals who her mother was and that he is her daddy. And he's basically like, you know what? Don't you ever call me dad. And I will never say the word daughter to you. And later on, as we go through the episode, we wind up seeing that the message he left on the moon was not for Dr. Manhattan, because earlier they only showed a D. It was save me daughter. So in the end, he wound up saying her name by spelling it out with those dead bodies he had on the moon. And throughout this episode, we wind up seeing that golden statue that Lady Trieu had in her garden was really and truly Ozymandias. She later on wound up sending a rocket down there to pick him up from the moon. And when she got him back to Earth, she wound up showering him with gold. And then coming back to present time, she revealed him so that she can have him see her plan, this plot, this elaborate scheme that she has set up to steal Dr. Manhattan's powers. And later on, we cut to a scene where it's Senator King. He has Lori tied up. He's got the 7th Cavalry and everybody watching him about to take those powers. And did y'all see those little undies he was wearing? And Lori made a reference to him in his ugly underwear, and he basically like, it's not gonna matter. He gave a grandstanding speech, and Lori's like, just get on with it. And then Angela comes in to try to save the day, right? And Angela was like, y'all don't know what's going on here. This whole time, Lady Trieu has been plotting on y'all to get Dr. Manhattan's powers. Senator King and everybody's looking at her like, lady, you don't know what you're talking about. Shut up. You have no idea what you're talking about. And so he gets in that little device thinking that he's gonna get Dr. Manhattan's powers. And lo and behold, as Angela was saying, this is all a plot from Lady Trieu. That's what happens. He gets in that device, gets his ass vaporized, turns into like silly putty, and they get transported from where they was at to Tulsa, Oklahoma, where Lady Trieu plans to reveal everything to everybody, basically teleported everybody. And now she's standing in front of the 7th Cavalry telling them, look, I'm getting ready to do this plan. I've been playing y'all the whole time. And did y'all see the captain's wife basically telling her to get on with it? And she winds up killing them. She just kills the whole 7th Cavalry. And this was part of the plan that she made with Will. But ultimately, you all know that this plan came from Dr. Manhattan that he previously set up with Will. And so she kills all them. She gets into the device. And before she gets into the device, while they're trying to start the process to take Dr. Manhattan's powers, he's able to touch the blob from Senator King and transport everybody except for Angela back to Ozymandias' stronghold in Antarctica. And that was a point because now Ozymandias has another plan. But when he done that, you know, he had a touchy moment with Angela where Angela's like, why you didn't teleport me so that I can help? And he basically says, I don't want to die alone, which just kind of humanized him more and more. I don't want to be here alone. I want you by my side. I don't want to die. And so now that they're getting ready to transfer his powers to Lady True, Ozymandias has a plan in Antarctica that he reveals to Lori. Basically, he says, I can take these squids and make them frozen and drop them down, rain fire on them from the high heavens, and these will be like frozen bullets killing everybody. And so he's basically like, if you got anybody down there you care about, tell them to go. Lori puts in a phone call down to Oklahoma, and when she made the phone call, Lady True's mother, who looks like her daughter, picks up the phone, passes it to Angela, and Lori tells Angela the plan that's about to happen. And from there, he rains down his squids, ruins that little machine that Lady True had created, fires through Lady True, and basically destroys everything. And while this rain is coming down, you see Angela pick up something and cover her head, and then she runs right into the theater. The theater where her grandfather Will first was at when the Tulsa, Oklahoma riots happened. And that's when Will reveals this whole entire plan to her about what was going on, why this happened. You see Angela's kids in there just resting and chilling. Angela offers Will to come stay with her now that she understands how this whole thing was to play out. One thing that they kind of left wide open was Lady True's mother. You see her getting in the back seat of the police car. And when they start going back through the story of what happened, I'm sure she's gonna ascend and take over Lady True's company, because you know it's still $1 billion company. And basically Lady True in this episode poked fun of Ozymandias because she wound up buying Ozymandias' company, basically telling him, you didn't give me nothing and I wound up buying your company when you disappeared. So I think they could possibly continue Lady True's story through the mom who looks like the daughter. And we finally learned that Lady True is the one who put this whole thing in motion that was the anti-villain this whole entire time, trying to get Dr. Manhattan's powers. And basically, Ozzy knew what she was going to do. He kept calling her a narcissist. She was trying to reference herself as a god. And in the end, thanks to Ozymandias all over again, he saves the day. But the funny thing that happened at the end was, did you see Angela realize from the conversation she had with Dr. Manhattan about him being able to transfer his powers through organic material and people eating it? And she went in there and saw that one egg that was left and she ate it. And they never really revealed to you if she got his powers or not. I think they want you to assume she got the powers. They showed her eat the egg. Then they showed her get ready to put a foot on the water, but they never showed what happened. And basically the writers have said that this whole entire season is supposed to be self-containing, meaning that they're not gonna bounce anything off this season unless HBO asks them to do so. And I think that they've left a couple of things open so that they can continue this story if they wanted to. But if they didn't, I think they did a good job of closing up all the loopholes that you had questions about throughout this whole season. Kudos to HBO for taking this risk. A lot of people had their political views that they tried to blindside this season, and to me that didn't matter. It was still a great story, a great show, and I'm someone who didn't know about the Watchmen comics. I didn't see the movie until 2 nights ago, and so I think they did a great job on the series because I didn't come with any of that thought process about what happened previous, and I was able to pick up on it and really enjoy it. Leave me your comments. Are you gonna watch it when they do the next series of Watchmen season 2? Let me know how you've enjoyed this, and let me know how you felt about the actors who portrayed these roles. That's gonna do it for this video. Don't forget to like my video. Please comment, subscribe, go get yourself that life gain. Follow me on all my social media links, and I will soon be doing a podcast. And until that next Sex is Hell video, I'll see you.